but he can throw it, but he's a running quarterback. Our defensive MVP will have to be our defensive line because they have two Doak Walker Award watch list running backs and Rogers and Smith, and then they have Levi Lewis also in the running game. So we're going to have to really stop their run. So our defensive MVP has to be our defensive line.
Okay. Well, we might differ a little bit today, so finally. My offensive MVP is just yours. It's Kylan Hill, 125 yards. There'll be some big breaks in there. 3 touchdowns. MSU wins running away with it. Defensive-wise, I went a little different on this one just because they've got 2 running backs. So I feel like the defensive line is going to be plugging holes, and you're going to see E.T. lead the team in tackles. And I'm going to go double-digit tackles for probably about 14 tackles because he's going to be everywhere. Because
have to be.
I feel like
they're going to run it.
Tutor may hurt us in the linebacker core. You know, we're not naming names or anything like that, but I just feel like he's going to even step up for even a larger role in the linebacker position this year, or at least for this game, with 2 running backs that love to run the ball.
Right, and I have to correct myself. The 2 running backs for ULL Raging Cajuns are Trey Rogers and Elijah Mitchell. Not Elijah Smith, Elijah Mitchell. So we have to watch out for those 2. That's why I say our defensive line is going to have to. And the only reason why I didn't say the linebackers is because if the defensive line holds up the point of attack, the linebackers can have a field day at stopping the run. Well, if the defensive line cannot hold up at the point of attack, it's going to be a long day. Your error may have 14 tackles, but they're going to be after 5 yards. We need error to get tackles for loss, and after 1 to 2 yard games, not for 2 yard gains, not 4 to 5 yard gains. So that's why I feel that the defensive line is definitely going to be our MVP, man. So
it's going to be interesting.
Get you 5 sacks this game, bro. Get you 5 sacks.
Go ahead and get SEC Player of the Week for week 1. Go ahead and have a Montez Sweat type of year. So, well, we got that out of the way. Now let's go back to week 0 for the Mullen and Diaz Bowl.
Do it have to?
Robertson called it the Manny Danny Bowl.
Yeah, that's what Steve Robertson called it, the Manny Danny Bowl. But do we have to? Can we skip it?
Yeah, I mean, we could probably skip it. I mean, because everybody got mad about
the glow because you beat me. You got the win.
I wasn't going to go there yet, but I was going to say that for the next subject. Yeah, that was one of the best games I have ever seen in a long time. And when I mean best, I don't mean like best games. I mean just the action, because you had turnovers. Florida had 10, 11 sacks. You got Felipe Franks over here talking
trash to the fans.
The fans in the middle of a game, like not after the game. We're talking about in the middle of the game, like, you know who I is? Like, I was really confused on that. Like, why? Is it because you got drafted in baseball that you got a big head all of a sudden? Like, I don't understand where this come from. Did you get the Mullen ego all of a sudden in year 2 with him? I don't know, but I did pick Florida, but I was rooting for Manny because I think Kane football is good for college football. I know people talk about name brands, whatever, but I believe both of them are average teams. I don't think Florida's definitely not a number 8 in the country. Miami's a bowl team.
Well, here's the thing.
Florida may be number 2 in SEC. I don't know. They might beat up on each other.
They would make Florida our permanent rival in the East. You know how they rotate games? We always play Kentucky. No. Give us Florida every year. Because I want Dan Mullen to take some losses to Mississippi State. That would be so awesome.
He's not going to be there more than 2-3 more years, so,
You think?
Could be gone by.
Fired or going to another job?
I don't know. We'll say that for another subject for another.
But I hope we can just have to play them before he leaves again. I really want Mullen to take a loss to Mississippi State. because I still
I
feel
personally,
if he would have stayed last year, we're 10-1 with a chance to possibly beat Bama.
you mean 10-2?
Well, yeah, no, we beat everybody. We beat everybody.
Oh.
We beat everybody possibly but Bama. So 11-1. With maybe a close chance to beat Bama, maybe lose to them by a field goal. If Mullen is our coach, no, that's not a shot at Coach Moorhead, but Mullen, for as much as I complain about his play calling and his running up the middle with Fitzgerald all the time, the man won in maroon and white, and I think he left on the cusp of one of his best teams ever. To rival the 2014 team. If I ever get a chance to meet Dan Mullen, I'm going to ask him, how do you feel you would have done with that 2018 team? I mean, that was your baby.
Could have been. Could have, would have.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
Anyways, that leads into our another subject.
Enough of me sobbing over Mullen.
Okay. Pick up your crybaby tears. Let's get going.
Really?
So, let's go into your next crybaby tears, and that was what we were discussing, our pick'ems, our weekly pick'ems. So last week we had Miami versus Florida. I had Florida. You had Miami. I got a win. And we decided, hey, let's pick this late game between Arizona and Hawaii.
Uh-huh.
And we both go Arizona. Can I tell you how much I hate Kevin Sutherland right now? Like, he literally has one of the best quarterbacks in the nation, and he's ruining him out there in Arizona. Cannot even beat Hawaii. Like, did we go there for vacation? Like, I'm glad he's out the SEC. So I go 1-1. You start off barbecue and a 2. Or 2 in a barbecue, however they say that word. I forgot what it's been since I've been out of softball. So now let's get into week 1 of the college football pick'ems. First game, Georgia Tech versus Clemson. What you got?
I'm going with Clemson Tigers, baby. I got Clemson Tiger hours, so I can claim that I got hours at a national championship school. I got hours at Clemson. I did my research internship at the Center for Advanced Engineering Fibers and Films on the campus of Clemson University. I took money from Clemson football players playing NCAA football. So I'm rolling with Clemson, baby.
Oh, you make me
Brian
feel...
McNeil, if you listening, you know I whoop you and took all your money. I'll make sure I tag him to this too.
Yeah, definitely tell him to listen to it.
He played for the Raiders and Broncos for a while. I got drafted out of Clemson.
Nice. So I'm a Clemson guy also. I got Clemson in the playoffs. There's nobody in the ACC that can really even match them this year. Nah. I don't think Clemson's as good as they were last year because they lost a lot on defense. But there's nothing in the ACC that really scares me. I guess I'll put it that way. So they might get an oops game here and there, but Clemson, easy peasy.
Syracuse, because Syracuse.
As long as you don't knock anybody out and have to rely on a backup. Mm-hmm. So game 2, this is where we may have a difference. Utah at BYU.
What is this? What's the religion called up there? Mormons.
I don't know. I don't want to get emails. I don't want to be like Brandon Walker and get hate mail for what I really want to say. But
no, we don't need no hate mail. Not on episode 2. Not yet. Let us get more listeners first.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get fired up right now. So I'm taking Utah.
I'm taking BYU.
Ooh, there's already a difference. Let's see if you make up ground or if I keep on rolling. All right, so that's probably a late game. I don't even know what time that game is. I'll probably be a long sleep, wake up on Sunday and figure out what's going on. Game 3, Wisconsin versus South Florida. We're
both picking Wisconsin.
Yeah, as much as I like Charlie Strong's down there still. I'm gonna take Wisconsin.
Yeah, me too.
It could be a sleeper pick. You never know. Wisconsin's ranked, but I guess we'll find out on Sunday. So Next one, Northwestern, always dangerous Northwestern versus Stanford.
I'm going with Stanford, man.
Pick the smart boys. I don't know. They're both smart, too, technically. So
we're both picking Stanford here.
Yeah, both taking Stanford. Next one's up, Georgia versus Vandy. The first SEC battle. I don't think this is a competition. I think Georgia beat them pretty handily last year. I've got Georgia. Pretty sure you've got Georgia.
Yeah. Even though Georgia has had a pretty tumultuous offseason as well, losing a lot of players from graduation, then suspensions, and, just players just getting dismissed. But they just do not have the talent depth that Vandy just doesn't have the talent depth that Georgia has. Even though they have an awesome running back, that offensive line is not going to be able to stand up to the Georgia defensive line.
Yeah. So both got Georgia. Now this game is where I thought we might have a little difference, but maybe not.
No true freshman. No. Oregon.
So we got Oregon but Oregon versus Auburn. I think that is actually being played in Jerry's World or whatever.
Jerry World.
Yeah. So you're saying Oregon, and I've got Oregon because I don't believe in Auburn.
Nope.
I don't believe they're the number 16 team in the nation. Although I don't know what really Oregon has besides maybe one of the top quarterbacks. I know they're bringing back a lot of I think they're bringing back their whole offensive line or whatever, but that is going against an SEC defense, so we'll see how that plays out. But I don't know. I got Oregon winning by at least a touchdown.
Now this next game is going to upset a lot of Rebel fans. But guess what? We're Maroon Maniacs. We're Bulldog fans. We live to upset Rebels. So we don't care if you get mad, Rebels. Ole Miss versus Memphis. Yeah. What happened last time Ole Miss played Memphis? Didn't they beat them? Did Memphis beat them? I think, yeah.
Yeah.
I never look at that.
So I'm guessing you're taking Memphis then?
Man, Memphis, man. I want Ole Miss to start out 0-1. You know how much noise I can talk if Memphis beats Ole Miss? We don't want to play them because they're our little brother. We lose money if we play Memphis. No, you don't want to play them because they beat y'all. That's why you don't want to play them.
Yeah. So, first of all I got to say on this one is go to hell, Ole Miss. Start that one off first. And I don't want Ole Miss to ever win any games. I don't want them to not only go 0-1, I kind of want them to go 0-12. So, yeah, I'm taking Memphis. Ole Miss, no, nowhere near there.
Even with the power of three head coaches, the charmed ones, who we're gonna call them, they're gonna vanquish demons.
Something did scare me before we jumped on this podcast. I was fishing around on ESPN and they had the early bowl predictions, and one of the guys has Ole Miss going 6-6 in a bowl, and that's when I realized I needed to make a drink before we started the show. So, Ole Miss 4-8. I don't see anything better than that. I talked to an Ole Miss fan the other day at the Louisville soccer game, and he saw me in Mississippi State stuff, and we had a little chat or whatever. So, no, Ole Miss, we're spending too much time on that one. So, double L, Ole Miss, Memphis wins. On to the next one. South Carolina versus North Carolina at North Carolina.
Man, I'm rolling with the Gamecocks, baby.
You pulling an SEC card on me?
I mean, North Carolina has a new coach. I think the Tar Heels fired Larry Fedora. And didn't Bush Davis go back?
No, they actually brought back, I think, Mac Brown.
Oh, yeah, Mac Brown. Yeah. That's another one.
78-year-old, 200-year-old Mac Brown.
Yeah, I knew it was one of their former coaches that went back. But I'm rolling with the Gamecocks, baby.
So you're pulling SEC on me. This is one of those toss-up games where I just go,
Nope, can't change it.
I go with the home team. I flip the coin, and I'm taking North Carolina only because they're at home. South Carolina, I'm taking South Carolina. This is one of the seasons where Will Muschamp's got to either put up and shut up. I don't know. North Carolina's my pick. We'll see what happens.
I got to correct myself. Ole Miss did beat Memphis the last time that they played them in 2016, 48-28. but Memphis beat Ole Miss in 2015, 37-20.